it matters most, and he comes in third in the NFL in touchdown receptions. It's the Eagles and the Giants, and it's all up next.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Eagles of Houston taking on the New York Giants. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October and off. EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The former number 6 overall pick of 2019, Daniel Jones, trots out to lead this New York Giants offense.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. From the 23, here's 2nd and 2. First carry now for David Montgomery. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. You look at this Eagle defense. They were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Isaiah Simmons racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
I know teams always talk about having a 24-hour rule after a game, and eventually we end up rolling our eyes. But it works both ways, right? 24 hours if you win, 24 if you lose. But, boy, it's a fun 24 when you win the game. And you win NFC Offensive Player of the Week, isn't it?
Absolutely. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Now they'll change things up. Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay of game. Offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still 1st down.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Looking to throw. Wallace. He finds his man. Complete. It's Watkins. These are his numbers from last week's contest. And you figure that he'll probably be a big factor in this one as well.
No question about it, partner. We just saw right there they want to get him the ball in space and see what he can do after the catch.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wallace. That's caught inside the 20. A huge play there for Houston. 43 yards.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. They get this out left. Touchdown! Rashee Rice, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. 5 plays there on that drive, and it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Throwing Jones. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. After that sack, 3rd and long. Tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Now Jones. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
Sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They'll look to run with Nwangu. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Kene Nwangu. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And New York set to take the field. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Back to throw. Jones under pressure, and they got to him again. Give that sack to Nakobe Dean. After that sack, 3rd and long. Tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Jones now throwing on 3rd and long. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. He'll take it at the 42. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Wallace. He finds his man complete. It's Watkins. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 1st and 10, Wallace. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Rashee Rice with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Eagles have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25. And New York set to take the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Here's Jones on first down. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott good with a PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25. That pick-6 just a moment ago. Things went from bad to worse. Look up at the scoreboard now. Not looking good here. We'll see if they can put something together on this drive. 1st and 10. Jones, another shot here after the pick-6. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. Loose inside the 30. Gabriel Davis. Touchdown, Giants. Gabriel Davis, 75 yards. And the Giants are able to cut into that deficit. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. Kene Nwangu now out of his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when we're broadcasting games, one word we're supposed to avoid, and that's blowout. But that's exactly what's going on here. Down 3 possessions just the first quarter. That goes beyond any worst-case scenario we might have thought coming into this game. And another touchdown here, that should eliminate any hopes for any type of a comeback.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. Off play action. Wallace. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. And even 50 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. And it's complete to Adams. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Off the option, that's complete. Touchdown, Eagles! From 8 yards out. And the Eagles are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Elliott good on the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half.
Giants 7. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here.
And CD, you know, sometimes you don't need those complicated game plans or the added wrinkles. Last time, you think about it, couldn't have been any simpler. One play, one pass, touchdown.
I know those coaches put a lot of work into this game plan, but I don't think they mind possessions like that at all. They just save those calls for this possession instead.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
At the 32-yard line.
Looking to throw. Jones. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Isaiah Simmons.
That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Now Jones on third down.
This pass is caught. It's Peoples-Jones with it. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Jones on 1st and 10.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
And he's brought down. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here. Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones, rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Operating from the gun. Jones. Under pressure, they got him again.
Bearing for the sack by big Jalen Carter.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will be taken at the 13. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Eagles to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Wallace. He hits Adams complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
Now they'll audible to something else.
Delay of game, offense.
And they'll accept that penalty.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Back to throw. Wallace. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Throwing on 1st down. Wallace. And this is caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. With his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
The kick is good.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the route is on here in this first half.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Jones. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Throwing to start the drive. Wallace. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. This one complete down the field to Goddard. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Going deep here for Watkins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Kene Nwangu with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the route is up. first half.
Giants 7. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25.
Now out come the Giants.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Jones throw into the hands of Peoples-Jones.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside. Now,
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes.
He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
On is Jamie Gillen to punt this one away.
Taken at the 37. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. He'll let this go for Adams.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
and with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wallace. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st down, Wallace. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
A final shot before break. Wallace. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So we've reached halftime here, and what is quick
message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3.
On 1st and 10, Wallace. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. And quickly, they get to the line.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Off the play fake. Wallace. And got his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Wallace.
And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And it just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turns into a nice play.
They'll look to throw again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 12-yard line.
A 28-yard gain. And an Eagle first down.
Back to throw again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Eagles. Quez Watkins, a 12-yard touchdown grab.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the plane. On the give is Nwangu. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Kene Nwangu punching it in from a yard away. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Elliott Good with a PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll begin by dropping it off to Montgomery. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw complete here to Waller. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Out of his hands quickly to CeeDee Lamb. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
At their 48-yard line.
Looking to throw, Jones. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25. The possession switching back to the New York Giants. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. Bulldozes past him. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. Back to throw. Jones. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
It's taken to the 26. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the ball.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Touchdown, Houston. Quez Watkins, 60 yards. And the Eagles get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Giants 7. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25. New York ready to go again offensively. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Jones. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And he fields it cleanly. And good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Throwing on 1st down. Wallace. That is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. It's caught here by Adams. Touchdown! A big play there. 47 yards. And the Eagles will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25. And the Giants ready to come out now. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Off play action. Jones. Throw right side, taken in by Bellinger. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front 7 today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. On 1st down, Wallace. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. We're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football. 23 yards the pickup there.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
They go play action here on 1st down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
Off the play fake. Wallace. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Rashee Rice from 21 yards away. And the Eagles are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw.
Short throw going to be caught by Waller. Now whistles and a stoppage here. It looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The offense on third down, not getting the job done at all. A very poor 1 for 10. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
Fielded at the 43. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And out now come the Eagles. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. On 1st and 10, Wallace. That ball caught. It's Rice. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Throwing on 1st down, Wallace. His throw incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
To throw on 3rd down, Wallace. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
On 4th down, Wallace. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. Touchdown, Eagles. Quez Watkins, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th. Elliott good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25. New York set to take the field. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Half jumbo.
Now Jones. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Throwing Jones. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. Jones now throwing on 3rd and long. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's fielded at the 45. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Houston's offense taking over again, and it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, Wallace. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
On 3rd down, Wallace. This is caught inside the 15. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Operating from the gun, Wallace looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Wallace. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Elliott now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown.
Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25.
And New York set to take the field.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Here's Jones throwing on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Montgomery. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
This is taken at the 18. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
Houston set to take over. CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. And this has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now? Let's hope this one gets over fast, because this game, well decided a long time ago.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And it's complete to Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This is caught inside the 15. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Elliott on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25.
And New York set to take the field.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Throwing on second and long. Jones. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. Well, this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters. And this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake.
The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late fourth quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Looking to throw. Wallace. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
He's got his target. That's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Marking down at the 49. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
27 on the play. 1st down, Eagles.
On 1st down, Wallace. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Now, one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with